Starling Marte takes ball one from Walker Buehler to begin the second inning for the Mets. 2 strikeouts for Buehler this postseason. 5 whiffs. 8 whiffs in the NLDS. And those strikeouts has a big swing and a miss on a sinker. 94 miles an hour from Marte. And that bottom line. The first one was on a fastball, 94 miles an hour just to the left. And the pitch selection location going better. Ball 2. Carter 90, that was to the left as well. As they begin the second period in Toronto, McMahon with 2, Matthews with 1 for the Leafs. Puljujarvi from Lars Eller and Drew O'Connor. That's the tying goal. Bouncing ball, this will be picked up by Gavin Lux. On time for Freddie Freeman. 1 up and 1 away. So Puljujarvi, with 4 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the second, tying it up. After Tristan Jarry was removed from the game. Joe Blomqvist has stopped all 15 Sabre shots. Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen, 20-23 at this point in time, with 2 minutes to go in the second. Bruins and Avalanche. This is strike 1 right on JD Martinez on a cutter at 92. Bruins and Avalanche, the first of the 2 nightcap games, 9:30 Eastern at Ball Arena. Deal 1. Oh, that nearly hit Martinez. 1-1 count. That was to the right. The other one being the Utah Hockey Club and the Anaheim Ducks. Martinez has at least a hit in every game in his postseason career. Timeout called by JD Martinez. He's quietly climbing out of a long slump. A timeout called by Marvin Hudson. And yet another timeout. And Walker Buehler is frustrated. Is that in the rule book, Buehler's thinking? The 1-1. Big sweep and a miss on 81. It was down low. 1-2 count. But Martinez looking to get another hit for the Mets. Played on the Dodgers last year. The 1-2. Downstairs. Sweeper at 83. This is the trickiest part for Buehler in trying to successfully punch out an opposing batter. On a 2-strike count, he's at the most trouble. It was on a sweeper that time. The 2-2. Oh, that's upstairs, just to the right. Sinker 95. Because of full count for Buehler. Not the same as he was, but at times he can deliver. Payoff pitch, just to the right of the umpire, to the left of Buehler, and that's a walk. Nick Lentz is a reserve umpire in that case. So Bill Mueller is the crew chief. Been an umpire for 9 years in the MLB, especially in the postseason. So Jose Iglesias batting .337 in the regular season, 2 of 7 in this NLCS, 45 OPS, but he's been a huge catalyst of the Mets turnaround. Wow, way to the left. Carter 91 miles an hour as that pitch was not there for Iglesias. In a couple of ways, he could deliver. Single season franchise record for batting average in home games. It's curved nicely on the inside on the sinker. 95. This was over at center side of the zone. So this dream season for the Mets coming alive as Mr. Met is right there. Bouncing ball is going to be a tough play off Tommy Edman. He couldn't pick it up. Could not even get it cleanly. And there's no play to be had. Runners on first and second. Martinez at second base. Iglesias first base. So Edman didn't realize, as this was not a clean ball to field, and even though Martinez was not there, he was nowhere close to second at that spot for a toss to Lux. Now the first pitch for Tyrone Taylor. Well, that was just to the right. 1-0 count. And Taylor, 143 batting average, 145 in this NLCS, a double, RBI, and a walk. Up against Buehler could be possible though. The 1-0. Nice curve. 77 as it was at top right. 1-1 as Buehler wanted to get control right back. And Francisco Alvarez batting 156. Taylor on the 1-1. No swing. It's to the left on a sweeper. 81 miles an hour. Maybe a legitimate opportunity here for Tyrone Taylor to get something. And a 2 at Pittsburgh. 3-3. Penguins and Sabres. Let's go Mets chance here at Citi Field. The 2-1. Nice sinker at bottom left. 95 miles an hour. Now it becomes 2-2 on the count. And a two-seamer, which is a sinker. It was at bottom left. The 2-2. No swing from Taylor. Thought about it. But as it went over to that left side of the plate, because of full count on that sweeper. And it could get very fast for Walker Buehler if things get out of hand. And fans on their feet. Foul ball as it was back. Caught her at 92. That time. And these moments never get old. Double play can help. It's a 3-2 count. Fans on their feet, all for out. Payoff pitch. Bases are loaded. Tyrone Taylor goes to first, and Mark Pryor's coming out. With Francisco Alvarez up next. It'll be the first mound meeting here for Buehler. 6 minutes in for the Kings and Leafs, no score in that second period. And the Mets having a chance to do something very special. You make pitches to Buehler. You force a swing and miss if you're Buehler by Mark Pryor. So bases loaded with 1 out. So that's a good mound meeting there for Buehler for a control back and going up against Francisco Alvarez. 146 this NLCS. A walk though. And a walk here would score in the Mets. And wow, that bat just swung wildly and it hit the safety netting. That's the danger if you're a fan standing over at the stands. And Alvarez, he went at that curveball and whoo! That went flying. That scared some fans. Don't scare them like that, man. Whew. Oh my goodness. Well, good thing that these fans are okay as this bat is getting polished and Alvarez is back on the plate. 0-48 in his career with the bases loaded. This season, 0-10, 7 RBI, 7 strikeouts, 2 walks. Martinez third. Iglesias second. Taylor first. And Lindor is waiting. If Alvarez strikes out, you have Lindor there. Bottom side. Sweeper 82. Now the tricky part for Walker Buehler. And for these 2 pitches. The 0-2. That's way to the left. That's the hardest thing to do, is to successfully strike out a batter. To trust your mechanics, to trust your instincts. And fundamentally, you have to do that as well. The 1-2. Ball 2. Sweeper 83. That's near the left side plate. The sweeper. That was well off. That's nearby the dirt. Not going to be a wild pitch. And Lindor is waiting for his chance. That's a position you cannot intentionally walk him. 2-2. Got him! On a fastball towards the left line. And Alvarez will sit down This brings up Lindor. And the game's going to find Francisco Lindor. The pressure is on him and the Mets. Even though Alvarez retracted, it was on the left line. To everything that he was going through. And the Mets as well. He called for that players only meeting and it sparked that turnaround. First pitch. Oh, that was carving. Low the zone. 336 batting average whipped in his career with the bases loaded. Was 7 grand slams. Mark Vientos hit a postseason grand slam just 2 days ago. Can Lindor do it here? 1-0. Oh, that's a big chop and a miss on a fastball as fans were chanting MVP. 95 as it was up the high line. Can he deliver another memorable moment? Big time. That was a big swing and miss. The 1-1. Low drive and a miss. That one curved bottom side and faked out Lindor. 1-2 as it was a golf ball swing. That was a huge swing and miss as this bounced towards Will Smith. The 1-2. No swing. Another curveball. 78 that time for Buehler. This is now a 2-2 count. Fans chanting to Seven Nation Army. So Buehler could not escape that second inning in that NODS. Lindor drove in 13 up to 45 runs as Lindor pops it up. This is in the line side. Smith. He realized that this will be a souvenir for one of the fans. Lindor stays alive 2-2. And if Lindor walks, it may not be the worst thing in the world for the Dodgers. Knowing that it's just 1 run scored for the Mets. Grand slam would be a bad omen for LA. Another 2-2 to Francisco Lindor on the way. Oh, check swing at third. Safe. He'll stay put for a full count. And that was Buehler's 50th pitch. It was upstairs on the fastball. Lindor retracted right on time. The bat did not go through all the way. Lindor's 0 for 1. 7 grand slams his career. Payoff pitch. Big swing and a miss. And Will Smith congratulate Walker Buehler. Buehler's pumped up. Redemption for number 21 as he is piloting all the way down through the strike zone savagely. Third inning is next. Dodgers up 2-0. 2-0 Dodgers as Shohei Ohtani. Wow, he fouled that one off of Luis Severino on a cutter, 91 miles an hour. Though he's ground out more often here in the postseason, he's still a top player in the MLB and he could take over at any point. Deal 1, upstairs on a cutter. Second straight cutter thrown by Severino. Now nearing 50 pitches. With the bases empty, Ohtani's 0 for 20 with 10 hits. Runners on base, 6 for 8, 2 hits. Oh, Ohtani got out the way of that one. Yet another cutter. That time was near Ohtani. Bats with the left side. Dodgers fans here at Citi Field trying to witness some more Ohtani greatness. A sinker 97, that was to the right that time. And if you're a Mets fan, you're hoping that Ohtani punches out or gets a ground out or any sense. 3-1. That's fouled back. Hits the top wall. Full count now. And with 2 strikes, fans are on their feet. 2 hits for the Dodgers. 1 hit for the Dodgers. 2 for the Mets. Yet the Dodgers lead 2-0 on that sacrifice fly by Tommy Edman. Scoring Teoscar Hernandez. Payout pitch. Just outside at the left line. And Ohtani walks over to first. That's that outside line for Ohtani. That's been the friendly side for him. This postseason, in wins, he's batting .313. 1 home run, 5 RBI, 920 OPS. But in losses, an .091 batting average. With no home runs, no RBI, .322 OPS. Difference basically being night and day for Shohei Ohtani. Off at first base. Pickoff attempt, not there. Pete Alonso was late on the tag. And Ohtani got back on time. Mookie Betts, 2-time World Series champ, on the plate. When Ohtani records a hit, the Dodgers are 76-44. And Mookie didn't go, but that didn't matter. So it was at the bottom center side on the cutter. It was at 91 miles an hour. 0-1. Francisco Alvarez back at the catcher spot. Morgan Riley. As this one's upstairs. Ball 1 on the slider at 90 miles an hour. Morgan Riley gets his first of the year. Jake McCabe and Mad Max Domi get the assist on the Riley goal. The 1-1. That too was upstairs. This time Severino used the fastball. And typically, players would like to take a walk whenever they're facing trouble. That time, Severino gets Mookie in a prime position where he can get a friendly bounce. 3-1 count for Severino. He has allowed 15 to 20 stolen bases allowed against the Mets in the regular season. 3-1. And that's back-to-back walks as Mookie Betts gets on board. He goes to first. And Ohtani to second. Ohtani has not stolen a base this postseason despite his 50 stolen bases in the regular season. The 50-50 season. First one ever in the MLB. Ronald Acuna Jr. A 40-70 season last year. Jeremy Hefner out onto the mound. Another mound meeting initiated for Luis Severino. He has contacted the bullpen to start warming up. And if David Peterson comes out, that may take him out of the equation for a Game 5 start. So Luis Severino headed to Game 3 a day early. Headed to New York a day early. And the players have the number 40 painted on his face. And Severino the other day had the 5'9" painted on his face to honor Shamanaya. These two, a big part of this Mets team. 27 strikes on 52 total pitches for Severino thus far. That includes the foul balls. Now up against Freddie Freeman. Ball 1, that was outside the bottom left corner. Runners on first and second with nobody out. and Max Muncy is on deck. This one, foul to right, and that nearly hit one of the cameramen for the Fox broadcast. Ouch. 7 walks issued by the Mets in Game 1, 8 in Game 2, 3 thus far. They do not want to get it back to that area. The 1-1. Freeman fouls this one. It's on a fastball at 96 miles an hour. The Severino getting in some good territory. So to ground Freddie the ball that time. Maybe you stay on the tracks. Get Freddie to ground it and onto the infield for maybe a double play. This one fly to left field. And right there is Brandon Nimmo. This does not move Shohei Ohtani as the throw was made to third base. 1 up and 1 away with Max Muncy on the plate now. Teoscar on deck, barring a double play. Game 3 at this best of 7. Each team has won a game apiece. Dodgers winning 9-0 in Game 1. And the Mets winning Game 2, 7-3. Severino looks at second base. Now it over to Muncy. First pitch ball. That was just to the left on a cutter. It's over the middle. And now everyone gets reset. Ohtani gets set. If he were to move around. Over to third base. The 1-0. Perfectly delivered on a sinker. 96 miles an hour. Becomes 1-1. Game 2 between the Guardians and the Yankees. At the Yankees strike first, they go up 3-0. Gleyber Torres on a fielding error by Brian Rocchio. They score. Muncy delivers to right field. Down! Ohtani moves to third base. And he will stay there. The bases are loaded. Now the big question. Can Severino get out of a bases loaded jam? And already, Tyler Miguel warming up at the bullpen. If he were to get inserted at any point now, Severino 59 pitches into his day. Alex Verdugo hit a double to left field in the bottom of the second to score on Anthony Volpe. Then Aaron Judge with a sac fly to center to score on Anthony Rizzo. In the 5th inning was Josh Naylor on a sac fly to score on Stephen Kwan. Big swing and a miss for Teoscar. .312 batting average in his career with the bases loaded. 5 grand slams in his career. .416 this season in such. We'll have a double and 2 grand slams as such. Can he hit his third one? He had one in Game 3 against the Padres. He takes ball 1 upstairs. Will Brennan got a fielder's choice. Scoring Kyle Manzardo to make it 3-2 Yankees within 1 run. The 1-1. Teoscar swung and missed on a sinker. It was down for the middle. 1-2. But the 6th and 7th innings, it was Anthony Rizzo, RBI double. Scoring Volpe on a fielding error by Will Brennan. Then Aaron Judge got a home run to center field, scoring himself and Gleyber Torres. The 1-2. Didn't get a strikeout there. It's to the left. 2-2 count. Jose Ramirez got to within 3 for Cleveland. A home run to right, but that was all the damage that the Guardians could do. Luke Weaver got the final 3 outs. Not a save situation. 2-2. Teoscar, broken bat. It'll be caught over the infield. No sac fly. Mark Vientos right there, right in front of Francisco Lindor, and the bases remain loaded. And Gavin Lux on the plate. The bat breaks that time. And Teoscar will sit down. It looks like it was going to be barreled, but Teoscar will sit down this time around. Now it's Lux. Chance to capitalize. Severino, a chance to get out this bases loaded jam. Bases loaded and 2 outs. And Lux fouls this one. It's a fastball 97. Power pitcher for the Yankees and still going here for the Mets on the other side of New York. The 0-1. This slash right back to Severino, and he does get out the bases loaded jam. They exchange bases loaded situations. Both the Dodgers and Mets get out of them both. 2 hits apiece. Dodgers lead 2-0 headed to the bottom of the third. Mark Vientos leads off the third inning for the Mets. They get to the bottom of the order. He's the youngest player to hit a grand slam in LCS history, with 14 hits this postseason, the most in the MLB, and 6 multi-hit games, the most in Mets history. And every time, he has answered a call when it's thrown his way. Doesn't swing it at that time. It's a sweeper at 80 miles an hour that was upstairs. His 11 RBI this postseason leads the entire MLB. The 1-0. Just inside the bottom left corner. Back-to-back fastballs. This time it finds the zone. 92 that time for Buehler. This pitch is outside. This time Buehler went with a sweeper that was at 80 miles an hour, but outside 80 miles an hour. The 2-1. Upstairs. 93 miles an hour. Is a 3-1 count. So in about half an hour, we'll have the puck drop for the Bruins and the Avalanche. Sabres and Penguins are still going. Tied at 3. Penguins on the power play. 3-1 count. And Mark Vientos, deep right field. Chasing after his Mookie Betts. And oh! He dropped it! It's a base hit for Vientos. A tough play to be had for Mookie Betts, but it's that close to getting him out. Oh. He didn't drop it. Start the year at shortstop, but move back to his natural position right field. This is a top right corner on the fastball. Brandon Nimmo now. 1-for-1 infield base hit in the first. 235 batting average, but that's the only hit he's had in his NLCS. Nursing that injury. The 0-1. His curve low. 78. And that was not a drop for Betts. It went off the tip of his glove. A very tough play for him as he was chasing it down. The 1-1 is curved inside. 76 on that knuckle curve that he has utilized thus far. 59 pitches in for Buehler. The next one will be the 60th. The 1-2. Just to the left. That time's a fastball. It was nearby Nimmo. 94 miles an hour. 2-2 count for Brandon Nimmo, who's been a bright spot for the Mets over the last few years. Line drive to left, caught on time by Max Muncy. Saw it in that direction and got it out of midair. All that room at third base was left empty as Muncy knew that Nimmo was going to line it towards the left direction. He knows that by now. Elite defensive awareness by Muncy to put away Nimmo. Now it's Pete Alonso, free agent this winter, as he takes strike one on the sinker. So it's 0-1 on the count. So when he's unlocked, he can get things going. The Pittsburgh Penguins take the lead. 1 big swing and a miss. 0-2 for Alonso as he go on after that sweeper. Evgeny Malkin with career goal number 500. The Penguins up 4-3 on the Sabres. 0-2. Fly ball deep left field. Is this deep enough? Teoscar Hernandez at the warning tracks. Caught it. This will treat Vientos back to first base. That win helped the ball, but it was not enough. Game 4 will be tomorrow. I'll be covering that game. The Dodgers and the Mets. Whoever wins, going up 2-1 in this series. Starling Marte, now up. Now Marte, he went after that curveball. Missed it, it's 0-1 on the count. Wow, a low drive. 6 RBI this postseason. Has yet to hit a home run, but 1 home run can tie this game up at 2 runs apiece. Fouled this one to right. It'll be an 0-2 count and a bad spot for Marte to be at. So Malkin's 500th career goal, assisted by Sidney Crosby. That's also the 1600th career point by Crosby, came on the Brian Rust goal. 0-2. This one into foul territory on the sweeper. Free agent at the end of this season. He's been having So Buehler, usually a monster at the mound, but not as effective as he was before. But his control has been good this right now. The 0-2 pitch. Oh, that hit the shoulder. Marte to first. 2 outs and 2 strikes. And it moves a runner into scoring position. Mark Vientos now at second. And underneath. Oh, that went off the shoulder. It's an automatic walk. JD Martinez have a chance to exact revenge on his former team. Tying run at second, tying run at first. Go ahead, run on at the plate. Martinez. Wow. A very friendly call as he takes strike one. That was way off to the left. 0-1 count, and that was a very wrong call. Looked to be a ball. It is a strike. 0-1. Curved it low, spiked to the dirt at 1-1. Good block. one of the best hitters in baseball. But he's been mostly used in a rotation between him and Jesse Winker. 4th in expected at BH, 5th in RBI in career. The 2-1, the 1-1. Oh, big drive and a miss. 1-2 as he chased that sweeper. Runners at first and second, Marte and Vientos. Vientos in scoring position. Tying run at first. Go-ahead run at the plate. The 1-2. Way off on the fastball that's to the left. 93 that time. And after Martinez, you have Iglesias on deck. Candelita. His stage name, and when he released the song OMG. The 2-2. He struck him out. Chased a sweeper. That was way out the zone and paid the price. That's the end of the 3rd. We'll head to the 4th. Dodgers still lead 2-0 in this low-scoring bout. Nothing Dodgers entering the top of the 4th. As we go over to a first pitch strike on a very friendly call. Going up against Will Smith, who's had a very poor batting average this postseason. 68 pitches in is now 1-1 as this one's to the right on a sinker. The first one was a sweeper for Severino, who is still going out there. The 1-1. Pops it up at shallow right field. Handled now by Jose Iglesias, who cuts off Starling Marte. 1 up and 1 away. And Tommy Edman, who sacrificed himself to score in Teoscar Hernandez on his previous at-bat. He'll get a chance to have another huge run here. We'll see how Walker Buehler can deliver the rest of the way if he continues to pitch the way he did. Evgeny Malkin is the 5th fastest player in NHL history to record. So, actually, Sidney Crosby is the 5th fastest player in NHL history as Edmund takes strike 1 on the bottom left side. 5th fastest player in NHL history to record 1,600 points. Right behind Jaromir Jagr, Marcel Dion, Edmund slash Faustus to right, Mario Lemieux and Wayne Gretzky. Those are the 5 faster. Then Crosby, Dion at 3rd, Jagr 4th. To Severino, 3 strikeouts thus far, 2 hits, 2 runs. Steve Yzerman 6th, Joe Sakic 7th, Mark Messier 8th, Ron Francis 9th, Gordie Howe 10th. Captain Crosby, still going as strong as ever. And it's 5-0 Toronto with William Nylander capitalizing on the power play. And Leafland is going crazy. Fans making noise here tonight. 0-2 count. The pitch. Way off. This fastball went upstairs at 94 miles an hour. And Severino's 72 pitches in. You figured that his outing may only last 5 innings. Tommy Edman 3 of 4 in Game 2 of the NLCS. He's been their only bright spot. And Tommy, he takes. They like to call him. Oh, that's in and out the glove of Alvarez. Becomes a 2-2 count. The Tommy takes. It's a creative nickname for Edman. Being a switch hitter does help him out. The 2-2. And he fouls this 1-2 right. He has Korean heritage from his mother's side. Caucasian American from his father. His father, John Edmund Jr., played 4 years of college baseball at Williams College in Massachusetts. He's a teacher and varsity baseball coach at Jolla Country Day School. Left side, this time around the foul line, in Edmund's alma mater. So La Jolla Country Day School, Edmund's alma mater. His mother, Maureen, was born in South Korea, moved to the United States as a child. Another 2-2 pitch. Yet another foul ball. What else is new? Severino has gotten better at the changeup through time. He swings at it. That one bounced just to the right. That's caused more trouble for opposing batters. Go at. 8th pitch to Tommy Edman. On the way. Oh my goodness, Edman just barely got out the way of that one. There's one of the faster collection of pitches to choose from for the sinker. At 95 miles an hour that time. Payout pitch. Popped up in the air. Who wants it? Francisco Lindor steps up. He'll handle it. 2 up and 2 away. Kike Hernandez. Moving up, he can play outfield and infield. And the Buffalo Sabres scored 2 unanswered. J.J. Peterka, Ryan McLeod, 2 goals in 40 seconds. His 9th season in the big leagues. First pitch. KK skies it up. Alvarez shallow center. Luis Severino tells Francisco Lindor, Brandon Nimmo's got this. Middle of the 4th, go come back. The bottom of the order. Roberts. See, something that the rest of us don't know. Walker Buehler. He has led the Dodgers to their 16th NLCS appearance, the most in the NL. And now with Walker Buehler going up against Candelita, Jose Iglesias. To lead off the fourth inning for the Mets, steps to the left on the fastball. 93 miles an hour. And the game plan would be is to get Michael Kopech on Francisco Lindor. See how it goes from here. And given that Kopech has been one of the top relievers for the Dodgers, it may just work. 1-1 count as this was a strike looking at the top line on the fastball. So Kopech warming up with the bullpen in the meantime. 1-2 as this was a cutter towards the low line. 90 miles an hour. Now Buehler, who has struggled when facing a 2-strike count. He can deliver here, but that's a foul ball to left. Stays a 1-2 count. It's 5-4 Sabres with 8 minutes to go in regulation. Leafs and Kings after 2. Toronto 5, Los Angeles 3. Nailed from Austin Matthews and Mitch Marner on the power play. The 1-2. Closer to the dirt. It's a sweeper at 80 miles an hour. So pitching is about feel. 3 hits against this outing for Buehler. This is a full count now. That's just to the left on the sinker. And the big time important pitches here for Buehler. This could be the last batter that he faces, given that Kopech is warming up at the bullpen. Full count pitch. Line drive to right. Mookie Betts right there. And the first out, the fourth. And Dave Roberts, he might be coming out as the plan. He did say to the Fox broadcast, the fastball cut. So just 2 more to go, and that may be it for Buehler. So the plan is to have Kopech up against Lindor. So Buehler is going up against his last 2 batters. Tyrone Taylor. First one up is to the left side. So Taylor, 8th of the order. Alvarez, 9th in the order. 143 batting average. Walked in his previous plate appearance. Alvarez 0 for 1. The 1-0. At bottom left. 94 on the fastball. It's Tyrone Taylor. Incredible defensively. But his bats need to step up here. The 1-1. Big swing and a miss on a curveball. Been the big story for Buehler as he is using that curveball a lot more in this game. If he gets a 1-2 count, Jesse Winker can be utilized on an outfield spot or a DH spot. The 1-2. No swing. That was a sweeper at 77 miles an hour, one of the slower ends of the spectrum. Winker can play on the outfield at any of those positions. 15 whiffs tonight for Buehler. 2-2. Grounder to left side. Edman fields it, and then a long throw in time for Freddie Freeman. That bounced to the ground once, but Freeman got it, and he fielded at it perfectly. 2 up and 2 away. Peterka from Yoki Haru. So Edman and threw it off just as fast as he can. And Freeman right there, Johnny on the spot with right foot at first base just before Taylor reached. McLeod from Bowen Byram and Jason Zucker. First pitch for Alvarez just to the left on the fastball. Zucker has 2 assists on the Penguins. Against the Penguins. One of his former teams he's going up against. Now he's on Buffalo. The 1-0. Carter 90, but that's in and out of Smith. Did not chase after it. This is now a 2-0 count. And if there was a runner on base, this would be scored as a pass ball. 2-0 count for Francisco Alvarez. The pitch. Did he reach? He did. It was a fastball in which he went upstairs and bit on it. And the organist at Citi Field is playing Not Like Us by Kendrick Lamar, one of the most hyped songs in 2024. Big swing and a miss. And this time it does not need a review from the first or third base umpires. He just straight up swung and missed at that fastball. Because a 2-2 count, which can be a tricky spot for Buehler. The 2-2. Inside at the bottom left on the fastball. And that may end Buehler's outing. Unless if Roberts decides to keep going with him on the hot hand heading into the fifth up against Francisco Lindor. Nonetheless, it'll be Ohtani, Betts, and Freeman to start things off in the fifth inning when we come back. The series tied at 2 games apiece. Dodgers at the plate again, top of the fifth. To the left, in and out of Alvarez on the sweeper with Ohtani on board. He has been hitless with no runners at the base. 214 batting average, 1 home run. Can he finally get something here? Fly ball to right. Starling Marte's chasing after it. Ohtani's going to sit down. It's still hitless with no runners on base. So just getting those last 3 hitters for Buehler. And according to Dave Roberts, the plan is to insert Kopech for the 5th inning. Go up against Lindor. 18 swings and misses forced by Buehler, which is a season high. As Buehler is done after 40 pitches, striking out 6. Ball 1, that's up high on the sinker, 95. 6 strikeouts for Buehler. Allowed 3 hitters. Issued 2 walks. No earned runs for Buehler. At the bottom center side on the sinker. 97 miles an hour. 185 batting average for Betts thus far. In this postseason, 2 home runs. 6 RBI. The 1-1. At the high side on the sinker at 96. That time, Moki's going to continue to look. Something. The 1-2. That's a bouncer. Lindor's right there in time. And the throw as well. Francisco Lindor. Sensational. You will not have a better grab and a throw like that one from Francisco Lindor as he caught it out midair off the bounce and then threw it back across to first base right on time. Freddie Freeman drives it low and fouls. Beautifully done there. And Luis Severino congratulate Lindor. Outside, 1-1. On the changeup from Severino. Nearing the end of his night. See if this will be the last inning, which likely will be. It's a slash over Severino and past Iglesias. It's a base hit. A base runner on board for the Mets. Or the Dodgers, I meant. As Freeman is on board. Let's go Mets chance here at Citi Field as they want to see the Mets take the lead. 1-0 count. Max Muncy, 1-for-1 of a walk, a base hit, and a run. Can the Dodgers use some more? Because a 2-0 lead is not safe against this Mets team. 1-0 pitch to the left on a cutter. Switch it up from the slider to the cutter. And Muncy's having himself a series. 90 pitches into the night for Severino. Bueller discussing things over at the Dodger dugout. The 2-0. Fouls this one off to left field. 2-1 count. Still 5-4 Sabres over the Penguins with 2:18 to play. Kings are on the board. Thanks to Alex Turcotte. First of the year, Andre Lee has the assist. The 2-1. That's downstairs. Just barely. Sinker at 97 miles an hour. They're going to get the end of the Sabres and the Penguins. With 1:45 to go. A big swing and a miss on a sweeper. 85 miles an hour. That went in and out on that baseball. Now field is now a full count. Empty net for the Penguins. And a mishandle there for Erik Karlsson. This one goes all the way back to the Penguin zone. Full count. Fans on their feet here waving their flags and their towels. Payoff pitch. Foul back. Hits the top of the wall. Sabres trying to clear. But a good keep by the Penguins. It's Ricard Raquel to Evgeny Malkin. That was just foul tip back. Karlsson to Raquel. Reed Garrett is warming up at the bullpen in the meantime for the Mets. Pass over to the right circle. That shot missed for Pittsburgh. And on the way. And ball four as Muncy will draw the walk just as the Penguins tie it. And Carlos Mendoza will walk out. He is pulling Luis Severino after 95 pitches. The Penguins have tied it up 5-5 with 46 to go, and it's Ricard Raquel. Could have been worse there for the Mets. It was poked home. Was it Raquel or was it Rust? Dodgers by 2. I don't know who it was, but that was a key moment there for the Pens this early in the season. This playoff race. We're staying with you here. Final 45. You watch the end of the Sabres Penguins game. 37 to go as Letang is on the hold. This one glove down. As this was sent down deep. Lars Eller. Marcus Pettersson. 26 on the clock. To the rise Letang. Far side as the Pens move it up. Matched up one-on-one with Yoki Haru. Watang there. Watang gets it off right out in front. The shot goes wide. Sabres trying to clear, and they do. 2-on-2 back. 10 seconds until overtime. Talk. Around this goes. Blomqvist shuts it down. 5 seconds to go. And Tage Thompson wraps it around. Blomqvist stops it. And we're going to overtime. Raquel knots it up 5-5. To the third season for Raquel. Bruins and Avalanche getting set to go in just a moment. Still 5-1 Maple Leafs. Alex Turcotte, the only Kings goal. So we're staying with you to give you the rundown. The only goals, the only runs being scored. Tommy Edmonds sac fly to make it 2-0. Scoring to Teoscar Hernandez. Will Smith reach on infield base hit to Francisco Lindor. Scorer Max Muncy. Severino is responsible for the 2 runners on base. Teoscar Hernandez moved to third on that Smith infield base hit. Reed Garrett on the first pitch. Out in the middle for Teoscar, who's having himself a season. The former Blue Jay. Strike looking on the sweeper. 2 hits allowed for Garrett. 6 strikeouts thus far in this postseason run for RG75. Top relief arm for New York. Get one. Big swing and a miss. Sinker came in at 98 miles an hour. And Malkin, he was on his feet. And Malkin, he was down in all fours when he scored his 500 career goal. 0-2 count for Teoscar. Could this be the final out of this top of the 5th inning? No. The splitter was downstairs, 90 miles an hour, as Sidney Crosby is taping his stick, ready up for overtime. Lars Eller discussing at the bench with Sully, Mike Sullivan, Lindy Ruff on the other side. Garrett readies up for the 1-2. Muncy is at first, Freeman at second. The 1-2. Punches out on a low drive. It's a go-bow swing. And so we head to the bottom of the 5th. But this remaining a 2-0 ball game. 3 hits apiece. Mets have the lone error. Staying with you for coverage of overtime between Buffalo and Pittsburgh. Starting out with Crosby, Rust, and Carlson for Pittsburgh. Krebs, Thompson, Darlene for Buffalo. Sabres in the white, Penguins in the black and gold. Penguins going from right to left, Sabres left to right. Carlson has it, feeds it over to Crosby for the far side. Crosby walks around, Sidney Crosby's in, shut down by Luukkonen. He wanted that one as it's a feed up front. Thompson missed it. And Crosby's all the way back. Crosby taking this one slowly as he drops this behind for Rust. And Crosby makes his change. Rust dangles by. Rust for the far side. Feed for Malkin. He scored his 500 tonight. Malkin taken down. No call. And here's Rickard Rakell looking to end it. Back for Malkin. Can't handle it. It was hot potato. And a penalty is coming up against the Sabres. And I said it was no penalty. It is going to be a penalty. As Malkin did a good job of drawing that, it is a trip. A chance for the Penguins to end it on a 4-on-3. Thompson got in and he clipped Malkin's leg. He trips up Malkin on a play that was not defensive. As Crosby was cutting around J.J. Peterka, wanting to end it, poked away by Luukkonen at that last moment. He do another fancy dangle. But was not there at his age 37 season. 20th year in the NHL. Crosby and Malkin are out there, alongside Letang and Carlson. 2 power play quarterbacks to begin with for the Pens on this 4-on-3 power play. Letang all the way back. Moving up with this for the near side. Letang can't drop this back over to Crosby. Sabres clear. Bruins and Avalanche starting soon. Their puck drop is up next. Malkin takes it from their own zone. Evgeny Malkin for the left side. Carlson from near to far as he cycles this puck. Letang smarter than tight. Malkin there. All the way back to the right point for Letang. He sets up Carlson. Erik Karlsson. Chris Letang. Wasted it, and now here's Carlson. Erik Karlsson back over to Letang. Finding Malkin. Now back for Letang. Right in front. Big block in front by Buffalo. Feed over to Carlson. Right in front. Score! Sidney Crosby caps off a perfect night for the Pittsburgh Penguins. 6-5 in overtime. Malkin nets his 500th. Crosby gets the exclamation point. Now Michael Kopech for the Dodgers. Immediately bottom right corner. They move from the hockey game to the baseball game. Second pitch on the 0-1. Edwin Dorr goes out of the way. 0 for 2 of a fly on his strikeout. The 1-1, just to the left. Fastball 96. And Lindor, leading MVP candidate, if it wasn't for Showtime. Ohtani. So Kopech doing the 2-1. High fly ball to left. Is this deep enough? Teoscar says no. 1 up and 1 away as he retreated back into the warning tracks. 6-5 the final for the Pens as Crosby. That's the overtime winner on the power play. Right up front, the net front. See position there perfectly. Giancarlo Stanton, 304 batting average this postseason. 2 home runs, 5 RBI. The bullpen, 0.77 ERA this postseason as the Yankees want to spread the news. And speaking of spreading the news, it is 0-1 on the count. Mark Vientos at the plate. The 0-1. High fly ball to center field. Retreating back is Kike Hernandez right on time. Johnny on the spot at the warning tracks, and has back-to-back putouts for the 2 Hernandezes. First it was Teoscar, now it's Kike who makes his mark at center field. And even though Mother Nature is making an impact, it did not deter the Dodgers. It's at right center for Kike. Now up against Brandon Nimmo. Can Kopech put away at him? Starts off with strike 1 at the left center. Fastball 97. And choosing not to use the top arms where the Dodgers might have cost them dearly. Fastball 99. That's down the middle for Kopech, who's one of the better arms for LA among the relievers. High leverage reliever. Coming over to Chicago White Sox, initially utilized as a closer. Later regular season. Foul back. This time, Kopech went with a cutter. Dave Roberts, not overmanaging a bullpen this time around. Jack Flaherty went 7 innings in game 1, and that's a big success, pitching-wise for him. The 0-2. Fouled again this time. That's what's on a fastball. So the goal is credited to Ricard Raquel on the game-tying goal. Brian Rust looked to have scored it, but it was Raquel. Another 0-2. That's to the left, in and out the glove of Smith. 1-2 count. Could Kopech go in the 6th inning? But remember, Roberts wants to limit him to at most 20 pitches. That's been the norm for high leverage relievers. The 1-2. Inside on the fastball, left center. Against the top of the Mets lineup, Kopech does the job and gets the strikeout to end the fifth, headed to the sixth. On the first pitch, it is Gavin Lux popping up. And right back to Francisco Alvarez for the first pitch out off of Reed Garrett. So the Mets win their first World Series. On this day in 1969, it was one of the greatest days in franchise history. The Mets winning their first World Series all the way back. The Miracle Mets, as they were branded that time. Little update from Toronto. Kevin Fiala makes things interesting. It's a 3-goal game. It's T-Dot. Brent Clark and Trevor Lewis the assist as this first pitch for Will Smith was upstairs. So there have been some comparisons with this Mets team and the Miracle Mets. 1-0 just on the line on the cutter. 91 miles an hour. They're finding more ways to knock their opponents down as this one downstairs. This was a cutter at 93 miles an hour. 45 comeback wins are the most of the MLB, regular season and postseason combined. The 2-1. Drive to right. Caught right on time by Pete Alonso. 2 up and 2 away. So Alonso was standing there at first base waiting for that ball to be delivered to him. He didn't have to move a single bit. Tommy Edman. Far at the bottom of the order, he's coming up. Among LCS teams, the Mets lead the way with $356.2 million in payroll. Dodgers, $351.7 million. The Yankees are third in that order. Cleveland Guardians, all the way down, $139 million. 1-0 counts. This one's downstairs for Edman. 10 pitches in for Garrett. The 1-0. Slash to right field. It's down for a base hit at right field. So Edman keeps the base runners on board with him in there. So the Mets, highest payroll in the MLB, $317.78. It's 17.8. And the Yankees, with 11 postseason appearances, 5 division titles. They have not won a pennant. And the Dodgers, on the other hand, 12 postseason appearances, 11 division titles, 3 pennants, and a World Series title. 3 pennants in a span of 4 years, 2017 to 2020. Kike Hernandez at the bottom of the order. Can he have another huge October moment? Whoa, that's a balk. And that gains 90 feet for Tommy Edman. That's a balk as Kike Hernandez steps aside. The separation between the two of them. That's the first balk of Reed Garrett's career. And Kike Hernandez takes ball 1. Over the right side, it's a balk, which moves Edman to second. There's a splitter at 89 on that first pitch, technically, even though it was a pitch on the balk pitch. The 1-0. Kike Hernandez fouls this to the right, Carter 92. And for the reality of the situation, frankly, many consider the Dodgers better than the Mets. The Dodgers' 5th highest payroll, $241 million among total payroll in allocation. The 1-1. At bottom right on the sweeper. 84 that time. It's 1-2 on the count. Yankees have $309.4 million in terms of payroll, second among every team. The Guardians are down at 23rd with $406.8 million in total payroll. The 1-2. This one popped up. Will not be on the line of sight of Pete Alonso as this one hit the safety netting and onto the foul tracks right behind the cameraman. The Tigers have the 5th lowest payroll at $98.5 million and made the playoffs. Orioles have $9.8 million in payroll. And when mapped out with the Mets, might not make a lot of sense when seeing all things such. The 1-2. Foul back. Yet again. So we'll go for another pitch by Reed Garrett. So Kike Hernandez wants to keep this inning going, and with Shohei Ohtani on deck. So Ohtani, yet to hit with the bases empty in his career in the postseason. But Kike Hernandez, they brought him back for these moments. Can he deliver? The 1-2. Well struck, high drive, left field, all the way back is Nimmo. Goodbye. Big game. Kike Hernandez strikes in October once again. Kike Hernandez with another memorable October moment with a 2-run shot, 378 feet to left center. He and Tommy Edman touch them all. This one caught over at that left side line, and Kike waving his crowd bye-bye, and Ohtani celebrating. He has yet to have a hit with the bases empty in the postseason, but this could be a good time to strike. We'll also have an update from the WNBA Finals. It's Ohtani. Ground ball. Be collected. And was this fouled? Yes, it is. Fans don't like it, but it's an 0-1 count, as they believe that this was a fair ball. They struck this one over to the right side, just beyond the foul line. The Liberty and the Lynx are in a very tight contest in Game 3. That series tied 1 game apiece. 77-75, Sabrina Ionescu as clutch as she goes. That took a pretty good hop with that right field line. Mr. and Mrs. Met watching from that right field track. Fans booing Ohtani. Only one man's going to be getting the MVP chance, and that's on Lindor. The 0-1. Ohtani. Ouch. He looks to be in pain off that foul ball. Oh my goodness, that got him onto the crotch area. Ouch. Ooh, that's never a good thing. Top of the 6th, 0-2. We're at the first man in the order, Ohtani. Basically batted second in the order with the Angels, right behind Zach Neto. Last year. Before he came over to the Dodgers, and now he's their leadoff man. He's been excelling as such. Garrett looks. Getting set to deliver. The delivery. And Ohtani sits down. Carter 92. The Dodgers, however, double the lead thanks to Kike Hernandez. Has had himself a big October moment. Ohtani has yet to have a hit with the bases empty, but Kike has been delivering. We'll be right back for the bottom of the 6th. Kike Hernandez with a home run. His 15th of this postseason, 8th among active players. So with his 15 home runs, he is leading the way for the Dodgers, and he is paving the tracks throughout. Everyone's getting set. And Ryan Brasier coming in for the Dodgers this time around. Kopech did the job in the 5th. Brasier now in. Kopech pitched the 5th inning. Ryan Brasier, who was utilized at times as an opener. That was the case in Game 2. Took credit for the loss that time around. And now, he'll be trusted here on this occasion. Bottom left. On that first pitch, it's a fastball 94 miles an hour. And going up against Pete Alonso. Mr. and Mrs. Met going around the stands. The New York Liberty. They defeat the Minnesota Lynx 80-77. 1-1 count as this slider was spiked near the dirt. Brianna Stewart, 30 points, 11 rebounds. Defeats the Collier, 22 points, 9 rebounds. You go for the final stat lines of that Liberty Lynx game. The 1-1. Just below the line, slider 85. Cold ball 0-2. Strikeout and a flyout for Alonso, 6 RBI with 3 home runs in this postseason. Jonquel Jones with 13 points. Loni Fibic, and Sabrina Ionescu with 13 each as Alonso fouls to left. Ionescu with 5 rebounds and 6 assists. Fibic, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. And Jones, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. Stewart added 4 blocks to go with those 30 points. For Minnesota, Collier with 22 points, 9 rebounds, 5 steals. The 2-2. Ground ball foul left on the slider 84. Caleb McBride, 19 points, 5-9 from distance. 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals to go with that as well. Bridget Carlton with 14 points, 4 rebounds, 2 of 4 from free. The 2-2. Big swing and a miss. He'll sit down after that slider at 85 miles an hour. That's 7 in a row. And this series has been a complete roller coaster of all sorts. And 7 runs on 10 hits. In Game 2, now the Mets runless here in Game 3 at Citi Field. Brasier delivers the first pitch for Marte, and he takes strike 1. Fastball towards the bottom left side at 95 miles an hour. Also take a look at the Bruins and Avalanche. Korpisalo and Georgiev in net. Marte drives this one right center field down. It's a base hit. And Marte on board for another Mets hitter. 4 hits for them, 5 for the Dodgers. The Mets have the lone error. The high leverage guy is going smoothly for LA. That's why you bring them out. And JD Martinez on his former team, now up. First pitch towards the left. With 1 out, it is 1-0 on the count. Walked in the second inning. And Martinez, now on the Mets, was with the Dodgers last year. And part of the Red Sox in the 5 years before that. Strike 1 at the bottom left corner. Fastball 94 miles an hour, and Mark Pryor calling the bullpen. Yoshinobu Yamamoto could be due up in Game 4 as Anthony Bondas warming up at the bullpen. 1-1 count on the way. No swing from Martinez on the slider. 86 miles an hour. JD Martinez spent the first 3 years of his career with the Houston Astros, then with the Detroit Tigers in 4 games. 68% of Game 3 winners go on to win the series in the LCS when it's tied at 1 game apiece. 2-1. Ball free. It's a 3-1 count. Slider just outside at 84 miles an hour. Dak Flaherty started in Game 1. You can imagine Yamamoto's going to start in Game 4. Got to start in Game 5 of the NLDS up against Yu Darvish. First ever all-Japanese pitching matchup among the starters. 3-1 count. big swing and a miss. On the fastball, 94 miles an hour. So far, nobody has scored between the Bruins and the Avs. 5 saves for Georgiev, 4 for Korpisalo. They have a penalty here coming up. Only one was Parker Kelly for interference. On the full count, way off. On the fastball, and Brazier with the control issues. Now you have runners on first and second. So Oregon and Purdue. At Purdue. 8 o'clock Eastern on Friday. That is their game is coming up. So Cole Koepke has 2 shots for Boston. That currently leads the team. For Colorado, 1 apiece. Josh Manson, Miles Wood, Mikko Rantanen, and Nikolai Kovalenko. There's some call-ups for the Avs. Ivan, Kovalenko, and Callum Ritchie. And they also called up Matt Steinberg from the AHL. Avs operating on 5 defensemen in this game. So the Dodger bullpen facing Jose Iglesias. So just 12 forwards, 5 defensemen for Colorado. Bruins going with the traditional lineup. Iglesias 1 for 2. Has a base in the second, but nothing more after that. Ryan Brazier. First pitch. Oh boy, that's at the top right corner. Nice placement on the sinker at 94. 15 pitches in for Brazier. Double play can help the Dodgers. Just saying. A big time shot for Breanna Stewart. Runners in scoring position here. 0-1. No swing from Iglesias. The slider at 85 works out to perfection. Anthony Ibanda and Blake Trinan both warming up. Brazier. The 1-1. To the left. Fastball 95. 32 of 45 total runs have been scored against bullpens this postseason. Two 1 count. This is what the Mets want. Now it's 3-1 on the fastball. And the Mets fans like that. And up against the Dodger bullpen, you'd think that they would lock it down, but no bullpen is safe against the Mets. Even the best closers, Carlos Estevez and Devin Williams, they have not fared well against the Mets. Full count, bottom left on the sinker. There's at 95 miles an hour. Got him there at the bottom left, 93. Can Candelita turn something? Payout pitch. This one grounded. It may turn 2. One is gone. The second one in time. It's a 5-4 free double play, and Freddie Freeman windmills it to send us stretching to the 7th inning. Max Muncy to Gavin Lux to Freddie Freeman just before Candelita touched base. Right on time. Everyone does the job. We're stretching here in the 7th inning. Dodgers lead 4-0 thanks to Kike Hernandez. And tomorrow we'll have Game 4 of this series. I've yet to see who is the starting pitchers. And for the left side, down for the Dodgers. And immediately, Mookie Betts delivers on the first pitch of the 7th inning. He is on board. So Freddie Freeman, all the work he has to do on her first base. He was stumbling a bit, got to the bag nonetheless on that double play. On that bad ankle nonetheless. He is hobbling, but nonetheless, he is no worse for wear. Freeman swings and misses on the fastball. Went upstairs. Batting .280 this postseason with 1 RBI. So tape job on the ankle. Can he deliver? It's up. Not going to move anyone as Brandon Nimmo is right there on left field. On the warning tracks to make the catch. And the throw to second base is right there, so as to prevent Betts from advancing. Some spikes in there. And Freeman, he can deliver any point, but not this time around. The number 5 previously worn by Corey Seager before he went to the Texas Rangers. Won a World Series with them last year. Named World Series MVP. Done that with 2 different teams. Tyler McGill is the pitcher for the Mets, by the way. 4.04 ERA. Walked the Dodgers too many times, and McGill couldn't pick off Betts. Alonso was right in front. The first ever World Series MVP award went to Johnny Podres of the Brooklyn Dodgers, the starting pitcher. Don Larson then won it. Only player in MLB history to post a perfect game in World Series history. Ball 1, or ball 2 rather, saw the fastball to the right, just barely. Larry Sherry was the first rookie in World Series history to win World Series MVP, won as a relief pitcher for the Los Angeles Dodgers in 1959. The 2-0. That's inside, at the left line. Bailed out by the swing, though. It was 2-1. Called a ball, but Muncy went after it. 2-1. Whitey Ford, the first player to win World Series MVP, then get inducted into the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in 1961. Starting pitcher for the Yankees. Ball free. Fastball 97. Goes upstairs at the right side. This is the headers count. Sandy Koufax, the first one to win it twice. Did it with the Dodgers, both as a starting pitcher. Bob Gibson won it twice with the St. Louis Cardinals, 64 and 67. That's low, and Muncy's going to walk. Carter 89. That puts Teoscar in a good position. Reggie Jackson won it twice. Once with the Oakland Athletics and again with the New York Yankees. 73 and 77. And throughout the first player to ever win World Series MVP and LCS MVP at the same season was in 1979 Willie Stargell with the Pittsburgh Pirates, who was a first baseman. That's on the high side of the slider, 88. Good placement. And it's 0-1. Roberto Clemente, 1 in 71. An outfielder for the Pirates, 414 batting average, 2 home runs, and 4 RBI. The 0-1. Bouncing ball, this will be handled by Lindor. The throw all the way to first is in time. Does move a runner to third base and in scoring position. No double play to be had there. Gavin Lux at the plate now. Muncy at second, Betts at third. To Don Larson, who 2 games started. Perfect game in Game 5. the first no-hitter in World Series history. It's the only perfect game in MLB history. 7 strikeouts issued throughout that World Series. Larry Sherry, 2-0 record, 2 saves over 4 appearances. 97 on the fastball, as Lux did not go. 1-0 count. It was upstairs. Lux has yet to have a hit, but one hit can put the Dodgers up some more. Here at the top of the 7th, 1-0 with 2 outs. Sherry had an earned run allowed over 2 first innings pitched with 5 strikeouts. That's outside the fastball, 98 for McGill. Ford in 61, a 2-0 record over 2 games started and a shutout. 14 scoreless innings pitched and 7 strikeouts. Corfax between 63 and 65. 4-1 combined, 2-0 and 63. That's at top right on the fastball, 97. Corfax started twice in the World Series in 63, 3 times in 65. Both games in which he won were complete games. Allowed 3 earned runs over 18 innings pitched and 23 strikeouts. The 2-1. Lux fouls to left on the fastball to make the 2-2 count. Corfax in 65, 2 shutouts over 3 games. Allowed an earned run over 24 innings pitched and 29 strikeouts. Bob Gibson in 64, 2-1 over 3 games started, 2 complete games, 27 innings pitched and 31 strikeouts. 14 pitches in for Tyler McGill. The 2-2. It's upstairs on the fastball, 98. And Gibson, 3-0 over 3 games started, which all of them were complete games. Had a shutout too. 3 earned runs allowed through 27 innings pitched and 23 strikeouts. Jackson in 73 had a .310 batting average, a home run, and 6 RBI. In 77, a .450 batting average, 5 home runs, 3 of them in Game 6, and 8 RBI. Will Smith is waiting on deck. 15 pitches in for Miguel. Payoff. Check swing at third. Yes, there's strike 3. He went. It was a low drive and a miss. And the Dodgers will sit down, leading 4-0. This may be the dangerous area. Tyrone Taylor, Francisco Alvarez, and Francisco Lindor for the bottom of the 7th. as we head to the bottom of the 7th, have some scoring updates from Ball Arena. 2-1 Bruins. Cole Koepke of his second goal of the season as this is to the left line for Blake Treinen. Closer by committee here for LA. Treinen, 2 saves and 2 opportunities, both of them in the NLDS, Game 1 and Game 5. Both in tight situations, 7-5, 2-0, the victories. Big swing and a miss on a sweeper. 84 miles an hour for Jeff McNeil, who is the pinch hitter now in the place of Tyrone Taylor. So McNeil was in. 0-for-1 thus far this postseason. 238 in the regular season with 692 batting average. Ross Colton, power play marker for Mikko Rantanen and Kel McCarr. Chris Taylor is in the game now, filling in at second base. Utility player. The 0-2. This is popped up over at shallow center. Kike Hernandez steps up, and he'll make the catch. 1 up and 1 away. So now Francisco Alvarez is up. So 1969, the World Series. Game 3. The sliding catch made popular. We saw that one poetry in motion with Tyrone Taylor coming in out of nowhere to stop Starling Marte. These two were going after the same catch. Foul to right from Alvarez. Sinker at that time was 95 miles an hour, aimed at right center, so 1 up and 1 away. Taylor is done. Koepke's goal was assisted by Andrew Peak and Nikita Zadorov. Charlie Coyle from Mason Lohrei on the power play. Bottom side, 1-1 on a sinker, 95 miles an hour. The Utah Hockey Club and Anaheim Ducks tied 1 apiece. Troy Terry from Ryan Strome and Frank Vetrano. Jack McBain from Mikhail Sergachev and Juuso Valimaki. The 1-1. Oh, that fouled off himself, off his foot. That's gotta hurt. Ouch. It's now a 1-2 count for Alvarez. He's looking to get something off of Treinen. Then after Treinen, who do you go to? I believe Evan Phillips could be another man up. Bonda's another option. Foul tipped. This one back on a sweeper. And that one off of Smith. His shoulder pad, rather. The scoring was done in the 2nd and the 6th innings for the Dodgers. Will Smith, infield base hit, scoring in Max Muncy. Tommy Edmonds, sac fly, scoring in Teoscar Hernandez. Kike Hernandez, 2-run shot, he had Edmond in. Got him! On a sweeper, 82 is down for the middle. It has 2 strikeouts for Blake Treinen. So reliable at age 36. But now comes his toughest test. Francisco Lindor. The Dodgers have 3 shutouts this postseason, the most in the MLB. That coming against 4 and 5 against the Padres. Game 1 against the Mets. A 40% chance to shut out the Mets in this game for their 4th shutout. But against Lindor, nothing's easy. First pitch. Nicely placed at the center side on a sweeper. 84 miles an hour. 1-for-10 in this series, Lindor. But one big swing can make a huge impact. The 0-1. Big drive and a miss on a sweeper. Went low at 85 miles an hour. 10 pitches in for Treinen. You want to get certain relievers up and get them down as well. After a solid outing. The 0-2. Low drive and a miss. Lindor will go golfing after that. Got punched out. It's a 1-2-3 and out for Treinen. Smith, Edmond, and Kike Hernandez up for the 8th. On to the 8th. Dodgers back at the bat. It is Will Smith, Tommy Edman, and Kike Hernandez. Strangely enough, Ohtani is 0 for 3. 0 for 22 with the bases empty. Strange enough, but it's true. Now Will Smith is the leadoff batter. Can he get something? Fastball 96 was to the left that time around. The Dodgers being a worse team record-wise as opposed to last year. Do remember that this bullpen's coming alive at the best possible time. You got 2 starters up. 2 quality starters in Yoshinobu Yamamoto and Jack Flaherty. 1-0 pitch. Outside left. Slider 86. And so far, McGill is still on. Harrison Bader at center field. As Jeff McNeil is an infielder, thus he's up into an infield spot. Frio on a sinker. 95 miles an hour. That was just to the right at the high side. So Bruins and Avs are in the first intermission. Leafs win 6-2 over the Kings, by the way. Frio on the high line. Fastball 97. Good placement. Could be better though. 2-1. Because it was barely on the line. Everyone gets set. Here's a 3-1 pitch. And Smith draws the walk. He is on board at first base. And the millions of dollars that they invested. So the first pitch is upstairs. Low upstairs and 95 miles an hour. It's a 1-0 count up against Tommy Edman. Sac fly, a base hit, a run, and an RBI. Inspired that 2-run shot from Kike Hernandez. Was the Dodgers got him back for October moments. 2-0 as that one outside 2 on the fastball. Gotta wonder. Thinking that you should pull McGill after this one. The pitches are not landing anywhere. Severino done after getting 2 outs in the 4th inning. The 2-0. Through downtown. 96 on the fastball. So after Walker Buehler, Michael Kopech, Ryan Brasier, and Blake Trinan sealed the deal. Trinan struck out 2, Buehler 6. The 2-1. Fouled this one to the left. It is 2-2. These two teams going in runs of destiny, seemingly. Barrett Hayton gets Utah to lead on a power play. Nick Schmaltz and Dylan Gunter, the assists. The 2-2. Just downstairs. The bottom right corner. Fastball 97. In a danger area. For Tyler McGill. Does not want to force a walk. Payout pitch. Fly ball left field. Chasing after his Nemo. Right there, Johnny on the spot. And Will Smith is going back to first base. 1 up and 1 away. Now Kike Hernandez has delivered magic before. Can he do it again? Tyler McGill is still going. And Grimm is applauding here. He had to play out pumpkin or a helmet of such, actually. Being worn by some of the Mets fans here at Citi Field. Kike, bottom center, sinker 96. Strike 1 there. 2-run shot to 6. 316 batting average. 2 home runs and 3 RBI. Runner at first is Smith. McGill looks there. Now looks back towards home plate. Delivery. Outside on a slider. 87. So the postseason for Kike Hernandez in the regular season's career, 238. Postseason 278. He elevates his game there. A little upstairs, KK did not go. It's 2-1 on the count. Through 30 pitches for Miguel. Of Los Alamos High School, for Tyler Miguel. Brother of Trevor Miguel, who is with the Milwaukee Brewers. Big Drip, his nickname. The 2-1. So 3-1 count to Los Alamitos, rather. So Los Alamitos High School. He was a pitcher on their baseball team. He was undrafted in 2014. Enrolled at Loyola Marymount University, where he played college baseball. 3-1. KK fouls this. It becomes a full count on the fastball in 96. He pitched a combined no-hitter on April 29th, 2022 with the Mets. Ohtani's on deck. And Daniel Hudson warming up. So they have sit-down Anthony Banda for now. So who do they go to in the ninth? The 3-2 on the way for Kike Hernandez. Pickoff attempt. And Smith got back safely. Nearly got him out. Four runs on 6 hits for the Dodgers. None for the Mets on 4. And with 1 error. Payout pitch. Slash to center. It's down. Short of Bader. Smith to second base. And here's Ohtani. More runners in scoring position. Ohtani can get something huge for Los Angeles. Walked in the third. Grounded out, flew out, struck out in the first, 5th, and 6th, respectively. 0 for 3. 200 batting average, 1 home run, 5 RBI. Every single one of his hits have been with runners on base. 6 of 8. It becomes more mentally challenging when you have runners and bases and you're on the plate. First pitch, no swing, but it's at top right. Just fit it on that side. Cutter, 88. 16 for his last 19 was runners in scoring position with 6 home runs, 24 RBI. Miguel looks at second. Now delivers the 0-1. High drive to right. It's showtime. On to second level. 7-0 Dodgers. The kick is good. Magic happens when you have runners in bases, especially in scoring position, and you have Shohei Ohtani at the plate. And that time, a chance to go for the foul line. It is a fair ball, fitted to the inside, second deck, right field. Perfectly placed. 410 feet. 3 runs scored there. And wherever that ends up, wherever it goes. And Vince Scully, who is watching from above, he's watching with all smiles from heaven. Ohtani. 7-0. The umpires are going to review this. The call may be confirmed here as it's all good vibes as Ohtani extends this lead. It's 7-0. He wants to win a World Series with the Dodgers. A perfect swing. The home run is under review. They did review it quickly and they'll count it. And it looked to be in foul territory, but it's a fair ball. 1-0. Over to Mookie Betts. Base hit to left on his previous at-bat in the 7th. Just outside. They're going to call it inside. Outside, inside. I'm looking all sorts of directions. It's a cutter at 87 that time in the bottom left corner. So now, the Dodgers can relax. The 1-1. At the bottom right. Fastball 95. 4-1-2 count. It's the first time everything gets aired out. 1-2. Miguel delivers to the left. Fastball 97. It's not exactly the bases loaded, and all of a sudden the fans are starting to sleep here. Ohtani crushed that one. It was long gone to deep right. The 2-2. Now it's a full count on a slider. Now the payoff pitch. Bouncing ball, chopped to Vientos. Going all the way across to Alonso. Jump it away, the damage may already be done. And the familiar celebration from Shohei Ohtani. And the watch party over at COSM at Los Angeles. Everything's so cool. 41 pitches for Miguel Ohtani. All happy smiles. This one low. Lights may be dimming. 1-0. 42 pitches in for Miguel. I wonder who's going to be on for the knife. This pitch downstairs. A fastball 96 miles an hour. 2-0 count. And Freeman, who's 1 for 4 in this game, based in the 5th. One of the best postseason performers. Would it be with the Dodgers or the Braves? Chop to right field, stepping up is Starling Marte, and a mercy kill for the Mets as we head to the bottom of the 8th. Ohtani blows this game well open for the Dodgers. A free run shot, deep right field, second level. 7-0 Dodgers. So Ohtani takes the spotlight. 8 hits, 7 runs for the Dodgers. Head to the bottom of the 8th, the Mets blanked in this game. Ben Kasparius pitching now. The game plan has been changed completely. You don't need to set in a high leverage reliever. Now you can send out whoever from your bullpen, a long reliever, such as Kasparius or Brent Honeywell or Edgardo Henriquez. As to the left, 1-1 for Vientos. On to the left. It's a fastball. 94. Imagine that. How the vibes would be like in Los Angeles after this win. Maybe. Barring a miracle here from the Mets. Was taken lightly. Kasparius in, Kike Hernandez to third, Max Muncy to first, Kevin Kiermaier at center field. Everyone else stays put. 1-2. Ooh. Vientos got out of the way of that one and went upstairs. How you can hit from those areas. Out for the stretch is Ohtani. You make a lot of clutch moments. 2-2. And Vientos will sit down. Ben Kasparius gets the first strikeout of this 8th inning. The Kasparius wearing number 78, last worn by Michael Grove last year. Grove switched to number 29. He has the off day in which you can decide things over. But tomorrow, how will the Mets shake things up? We'll look through the projected lineup for tomorrow. First pitch, high and driven, and it's a foul ball back. Brandon Nimmo, 0-1 on the count. So tomorrow, the Yankees starting Clark Schmidt, Guardians starting Matthew Boyd. The Dodgers going with Yoshinobu Yamamoto in Game 4. His curveball 78 was upstairs on 1-1 count. Yamamoto is the Game 4 starter tomorrow. Jose Quintana for the Mets, who they're counting with. The 1-1. Big swing and a miss on the fastball. 96 miles an hour. Kasparius looking to do the rest. So Nimmo at left field. 1-2 pitch. Way off. 2-2 count. 7-0 scoreline. Feels like you're in the first quarter of an NFL game. And slight step on the foot for Kasparius. So fancy. This one upstairs. 80 miles an hour. And mentioned as such. Some cases. So the Bruins are banking on the idea that Jonas Corpusalo bounces back behind a great defense. Full count pitch. Batted up. Is this in the line of sight over at left field? No. It's beyond too far. So between the bullpen, the Mets allowed 5 hits and 5 earned runs, struck out 3, issued 2 walks. The Dodgers, on the other hand, 1 hit allowed, 1 walk, struck out 5. They have not allowed a runner. It's Severino for the Mets, done after 4 2/3 innings. Not a broken back, but it's foul back. So 2-1 Bruins in the middle of the second period. Avalanche charging in. Shot wide. The Game 4 coming up tomorrow for the Dodgers and Mets. Yamamoto and Quintana, our projected matchup. Upstairs, and Nimmo will walk. Oh, he's going to rather run, to be honest. But here's the broken stick. Oh, that trapezoid. The Boston Bruins. Went back to their regular jerseys. Ball Arena, Denver, Colorado. And this one fed. Wow, that was almost blocked. In the meantime, there's a breakaway for Pablo Zacha. Big save. Just as we are back in this 1-0 count, as this was outside. Zacha couldn't bury it on the breakaway. Got the Avalanche defense napping. Good in transition for Makar. Coast to coast. On the right side. The top right corner. And now this prompts a meeting between Ben Kasparius and Will Smith. So the longer the series goes, it feels like this could be a war of attrition. And given that the bullpens have come alive for the Dodgers and Yankees, it'd be a matchup between a New York and a Los Angeles team for the first time since the Rangers and Kings in 2014. The Kings won that year's Stanley Cup final in 5 games. Flown up and down for the right field line. Is this in play? No, it's not. Someone's going to get it. It's a souvenir, basically. 2-1 count as Mookie heads back. Pushing and shoving. The right side, a takeaway at that far side by Kovalenko. Back for Rantanen. Nice spin move. Madsen tried to set it up. There's another breakaway. Too far for David Pastrnak. 2-2 count. Pastrnak gets it back. Rips it. Blocked in front. I said I'm going with more of the golf ball announcer voice. Give it this game is out of hand. Between the Dodgers and the Mets. Thought it'd be a good one. With a wraparound almost went close by. And now Peter Alonso. That sends Mookie all the way back, shy at the warning tracks. And the Mets, 2 outs in this 8th inning. 18 pitches in for Kasperius. Castlewick almost tipped that one home. So game 5 is on Friday. If we go to game 6, going back to the West Coast, Starling Marte, 258 at the plate this postseason. First pitch. Marte pops it up. It's fouled back. 0-1 on the count. Kasperius 19 pitches in. See what the plan is for the 9th inning. If the Dodgers win the NLCS, they'll be the hosts of the World Series. Marte fouls back. It's 0-2. Both were fastballs. See what Kasperius does on the 0-2 count. Utah and Anaheim. In the first intermission, Utah leads 2-1. The 0-2. Inside at the bottom right, at the right line. Slider 85 that takes us to the 9th inning. And the Dodgers, they can expand their lead some more, deal some more damage to add insult to injury. The Mets are just waiting for the end. We'll be back. on to the ninth. Well, they take ball one with Max Muncy at the plate being shifted over to first base. And so far, everything just goes home for LA. Here's the 1-0 at the left line. 2-0, 1-1 count, not a 2-0. Tyler McGill still going. He's used a long reliever. 46 pitches. One Mets fan is trying to get the Mets all fired up. Muncy delivers one. That's deep. Fly ball is way back. And goodbye. To add insult to injury, Max Muncy makes it 8-0 on a night that's been all Dodgers. With a third home run of this game for LA. And just like the Kike Hernandez one is 378 feet, unlike the Kike Hernandez one, this is at right field. They have corrected the Ohtani home run, having it as 397 feet to right field. On the free run shot between him, Will Smith and Kike Hernandez, but Muncy slashed this one, and it was a bullet. Fastball 95 to the left side. Seats are basically emptying up right now. High leverage relievers used up. Michael Kopech, Ryan Brazier, Blake Treinen as there's a swing and miss from Teoscar. So those three are the high leverage relievers for the Dodgers that they've used up. Teoscar 0 for 4 in this game. 0-2. He sends this one up. It's fouled back. Now, you don't need to use your high leverage relievers anymore. You can throw in your long relievers here. It's a power play for the Bruins as Pasternak wants to get on the board again. The 0-2. Oh, was that a strike? No. 1-2. It was low, but they didn't get much at that. 1-2 count. It's a stop by Georgiev. That's out of play. The 1-2. At the left line. And that ends Teoscar's night. Second strikeout for Tyler McGill. And Max Muncy slashing this one at left field as he has insult to injury to the Mets, as I said before. 108.8 feet or miles an hour in exit velocity as this went over the second deck, wherever it goes. First pitch is to the left for Chris Taylor. 0 for 5 this postseason. 1-0, one for defensive piece rather than an offensive piece. Muncy tied for the most postseason home runs in Dodgers history with Corey Seager and Justin Turner. 2-0 count. 4 strikeouts for Taylor. He's looking to avoid that same fate. 2-0. Taylor fouls back. Between Seager, Turner, and Kershaw, franchise icons for the Los Angeles Dodgers. From back then. And Grimace is ready to go. He's trying to hide, I guess. Maybe. 2-1. Swing and a miss. 2-2. And, well, Grimace is just covering his face. And the Bruins convert on the power play. In the meantime, it's 3-1. There's one Grimace that is showing his face. Not hiding an embarrassment, but he's showing, at least, going to bear it. 2-2, so it remains 2-2 off that foul ball. Corey Seager, Justin Turner, they were there for the 2020 championship. Max Muncy as well. Kike Hernandez's first and his first go-around with the Dodgers. 2-2. Full count now. AJ Pollock, Cody Bellinger, Mookie Betts. On that outfield, Zach McKinstry, who was on the Tigers this year. Will Smith, Austin Bars, Caber Ruiz. Full count. And Teoscar Chris Taylor walks. Among the pitching staff included Julio Urias, no longer in the MLB. As it's at the end of his time. Went on the injury list in mid-May because of a hamstring injury, but was arrested for domestic violence on September 2023 on a felony count. Bottom right, Smith. And some fans shaking their heads says now 60 pitches in for Tyler Miguel. On the way to tomorrow. It is cold out here in New York. The Dodgers are feeling warm. Slash is a base hit to left. So Will Smith gets another. He came into the postseason. He's in this game 2-23, but he is 2 for 4 in this game. Clayton Kershaw part of that World Series winning roster. In 2020, he spent the entire career with the Dodgers since 2008. Good friends with Matthew Stafford. Nice overhead here at Citi Field. There are childhood friends between them. At high school with Stafford. At Highland Park High School in the class of 2006. First pitch. Swing and a miss for Tommy Edman. Blake Trinan wasn't in the World Series winning team in 2020. Was the closer for the Washington Nationals. The 0-1 on the left side becomes 0-2 on the count. Pasternak and then Hampus Lindholm on the goals for Boston. His pitch, outside right, ball 1. Mets trying to get the final 2 outs of this 9th inning. They're not using a mercy rule thus far. The 1-2. Ground ball, this could be a double play. And it's not. 2 outs. It's a fielder's choice. The connection on the baseball right on time. So Pasternak from Hampus Lindholm and Brad Marchand. Lindholm is the other goal. It's 2 goals in 13 seconds. 2 outs, runners at the corners. Edman at first, Taylor at third. It's still 2-1 Utah. They have not started the second period there. They have yet to do so, but we're looking around. So tomorrow, that Thursday night football between the New Orleans Saints and the Denver Broncos at the Superdome. It's Kike Hernandez takes ball 1, 2 for 4. As far in his outing. The New England Patriots and Jacksonville Jaguars over London on Sunday. Davante Adams and Amari Cooper making their Jets and Bills debuts on Sunday as well. 1-1. Miguel on to 67 pitches. Cooper traded to the Bills this past week from the Cleveland Browns. The Bills get their wide receiver 1. 1-1 for Kike. Left fly on the fastball 95. And Davante Adams traded from the Las Vegas Raiders to the New York Jets, reuniting with Aaron Rodgers. Quarterback with the Green Bay Packers. Question is, Davante be a wide receiver 1 or wide receiver 2? Given that Garrett Wilson, usually wide receiver 1. KK fouls to right. Majority of fans have stayed here to witness this are primarily Dodger fans who have made the trip. And Ohtani's on deck. He can deliver another one if he wants to. The last 8 plate appearances, home run, walk, 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 single, walk, walk, home run for Max Muncy. He's been outstanding for the Dodgers as of late. Kike fouls to the left. Times a slider. And Teoscar having some fun over the dugout. I don't blame the Dodgers for having fun. 1-2. Fouled again. So the Avs on the power play, but there's a feeling that goaltending will hold them back. Alexander Georgiev being up and down, very up and down. So Kike Hernandez on a 1-2 count. 2 outs. Could this be the last pitcher? Last time they face? And that it is. The last time the Dodgers would be at the bat. And they could just coast this one home, barring a Mets miracle. Right back for the bottom of the ninth to put this one away. So as we head to the bottom of the ninth, the Dodgers basically have put this one away and are in cruise control heading into Game 4. Looking to take a 2-1 series lead on the Mets in this NL Championship Series. And Ben Kasperi is still out there, the long reliever. And some Mets fans only saying, if we get back up, they're the top comeback team in the MLB, regular season and postseason combined. You gotta believe the magic that they can produce. They beat the Milwaukee Brewers in 3 games in the NLWCS. The Philadelphia Phillies. And this one shot to right on a foul ball. Start off for JD Martinez, 0-1 on the count. Beat the Philadelphia Phillies in 4 games in the NLDS. Kasperi's long reliever. It does keep Evan Phillips well rested. Anthony Bonda and Daniel Hudson rested nicely as well. This one upstairs, 1-1 on the last one. Giving chase, 1-1. Outside left, slider 84. Not a lot happening as far as the 4-2 game at Denver. Cale Makar cuts the deficit in half for the Avs. 2-1. Outside left again. 3-1. There's a pin over the right side boards, by the way. Ross Colton sticks this aside as the Avs are chasing after it. 3-1. On the bottom line. A fastball. Martinez thought he walked, but he didn't. David McKinnon to the front. It's loose there in the slot. Tried to poke it through, but Corpusalo got back. Payoff pitch. And foul to right. 6:51 to go in the second period between Boston and Colorado. No score in the second period between Utah and the Ducks. Still, Utah leads 2-1. And strike three for JD Martinez for Kasperius. And Jose Iglesias moving up. And this song has been a big hit. He's used it as his walk-up song. It takes strike one, but no magic this time around for the Mets. Would it be Candelita or Grimace? The 0-1. Bouncing ball, past Kasperius, scooped up by Taylor and on to Max Muncy. That's down to the last out. Now Harrison Bader. Iglesias. Ground towards the direction of Taylor. That time around, the Yankees playing more tight games, and Dodgers assuming complete control of some of theirs, as is the case with this one. First pitch. Bader skies this one over to shallow left field. Stepping up is Teoscar Hernandez, and the Los Angeles Dodgers have pitched a shutout game for the fourth time in 5 matches. They lead the series 2-1. And they're the first team with 3 shutout wins by at least 7 runs in a single postseason in MLB history. A bounce back from game 2. And they rebounded in such a huge way. 8-0 your final score. And it was sealed when Shohei Ohtani blasted that 3-run shot to deep right field. The win goes to Michael Kopech. The loss to Luis Severino. 3 shutout wins by at least 7 runs in a 5-game span. For the first time in franchise history, both regular season and postseason. So high fives coming all around among this star-studded lineup and Dave Roberts himself. Dodgers fans staying behind to congratulate their team as we say so long from Citi Field. We'll be back tomorrow for Game 4 of this series. Yoshinobu Yamamoto and Jose Quintana will get the starts. I'm Alec Nava saying goodnight from Queens.